Today I'm going to be sharing a little bit about how I use artificial intelligence in my own seventh grade science classroom and kind of some other things where I see it going in the future. At first, I wasn't sure kind of how AI would really fit in what I do day to day, but lately it's really become a tool that I reach for when I'm planning. If I'm trying to come up with like a fun way to introduce a new unit for science, say maybe cells or ecosystems, sometimes I can use AI to help me brainstorm ideas, maybe make some kind of silly warm up question or some kind of activate prior knowledge activity that I can help build from. It doesn't really replace my planning necessarily, but it definitely helps me save some time, and I use it kind of as a blueprint of where I need to go from there. I've also started playing around with AI a lot lately to help me differentiate. I've noticed that a lot of my students are on different reading levels, and in science, we do read a lot. We actually do two novel studies. So, for example, if we're reading something about photosynthesis, it's easier for me to get AI to help me either come up with a graphic organizer, maybe some notes to the side, some vocabulary, just something to kind of help those students. And on the other hand, I do actually have some students that are more advanced sometimes in my classroom, and I can use AI to actually extend and make those passages more difficult or possibly those questions more thought provoking. And still, of course, it just gives me that solid starting point. It's not just I do it, I copy and paste it, and I go with it. As far as potential for AI, definitely could really transform a science classroom. Students can, ask questions in real time and get instant feedback. Or a big thing right now I've been looking for is virtual labs. We do a lot of things with cells and microscopes. Artificial intelligence is doing a lot right now with those laboratories. Or even having a little study buddy that maybe could quiz them using artificial intelligence. It'll help them, what they really, really need help with on our vocabulary. That kind of support could make science feel more approachable, especially for my students who don't enjoy it or may struggle. I'm thinking about how AI could help with grading and giving feedback. Some of that could take the load off of me. I could spend more time connecting with my students and instead uploading those to it and getting them more specific feedback than I could ever possibly give to them. We write constructive responses in science, so that could give them feedback about are they using transitions, do they have their evidence, are they using quotation marks correctly, simple things from grammar to comprehension. I've also used it a lot with making some extensions for my escape rooms that I do. There's a lot of times kids have to answer a code at the end, and a lot of times I can use artificial intelligence actually to help make these more engaging rather than, okay, did you get number 3, 7, 10, and 14 right? Okay, you did great, you cracked the code. Instead, they help them make them a little bit more challenging. That way, I'm not having to worry about, well, what if I have kids get done early versus kids that are not? I'm definitely, not perfect with artificial intelligence. I'm still figuring out a lot. I'm trying really hard this year, especially to teach my students how to use it responsibly, just not copying stuff and letting AI do all their thinking. But I really do believe it's something that we can lean into with our students and not against them if we just guide them in that way. Thank you guys so much.